obviously I'm just using the images for demonstration. This isn't going to be a real site or anything like that. So we'll save that, and then we'll go to our post, and let's set a featured image. Downloads, and grab that iPhone, set featured image. Alright, we can add some tags if we want. iPhone, smartphone. Alright, so let's go ahead and publish that. Alright, and if we go back to the front end and reload, we have our first post. Alright, let's do one more for now. Okay, so we'll say add new, and sample post 2, and let's grab, actually, I'm just going to grab from the post we just created. So let's just copy this whole thing. Alright, and I'll just change a little bit just to make it look a little different. Alright. And category, we'll say category 2 and 1. And then featured image, let's grab, I don't know, let's grab a Samsung Galaxy. We'll say that this is like a tech gadget blog or something like that. Alright, so let's grab this. And we'll go ahead and upload that. Oh, it exceeds the maximum size. Shoot. Alright. Let's see, let's grab something that looks a bit smaller. That's pretty big. Oh, that should be good. Alright, so we'll grab this. Not really important. Alright, so try that. Alright, so we'll set that, and let's publish it. Alright, and let's reload. Alright, so now we have 2 posts to work with. So what we'll do now is create our basic plugin structure. Okay, so if we go to My WordPress, and then we go to WP Content, and then we want to go to Plugins. Okay, this is where we're going to put all of our plugin folders and files. And let's create a new folder for our plugin, and we're going to call it Facebook Footer Link. Alright, because that's exactly what it is. It's just a link in the bottom of each post that's going to say, whatever, find me on Facebook or find us on Facebook. Alright, and then inside that, we're going to create a document that's going to be called the same exact thing. Okay, so Facebook footer link, and we want to give it a PHP extension. Alright, now in this case, in this plugin, this is going to be the only file in the root of this directory. Alright, everything else is going to go inside a folder. So we're going to create a folder called includes, and this is for any PHP files that are going to be included. This main file is basically just gonna hold requirements to other files. All right, because we want to separate our plugin into different files and name them after their purpose. All right, so for instance, we're going to have a script that's going to include all of our scripts, all of our JavaScripts, all of our CSS. So we'll call that Facebook footer link -scripts.php. All right. So before we do that, let's just create our other folders. I'm going to have a CSS folder, and we're going to have JS for any JavaScripts, and we may not even have any JavaScripts. We may not have any style sheets, but I still like to get this structure just in case we're going to add them in the future. All right, and then I'm also going to create an image folder. All right, so let's start. We'll start at the CSS. Okay, we're going to just create a single style sheet, and I'm just going to call it style.css. Sometimes developers will name the CSS file after the plugin, but I think style CSS is fine. All right, and then in JavaScript, I'm going to create a document called main.js, and that'll just hold any JavaScript that we need for this. All right, and then in includes, this is where we're going to include our other PHP files. All right, so we're going to create a file. Oops. And we're going to call this Facebook footer link script.php. Actually, that should be plural. It should be scripts. All right. So I think that's all I want to have right now. We might have one or two more later on, but I think this is fine for now. The last thing I want to do is I want to make it so that we can actually see our plugin if we go to the plugins page. All right, we want it to show up here. And to do that, all we have to do is add in a comment block. All right, so if we go into our Facebook footer link PHP file, okay, let's open up some PHP tags, and we're gonna go like this. All right, actually, let's put like that. All right, so first thing we're going to need is the plugin name, and I actually think that this is the only field that is required, but there's a bunch of them that you could and should add. So we'll say Facebook footer link. All right, and then we're going to have a description. This is going to show in this right here. You can see this is the description for this plugin. So we'll just say adds Facebook profile link to the end of posts. All right. We'll also have a version. Let's say this is 1.0. And then we can do author, or your name or your company, and I think that should do it. All right, so if we save this and then we go back, one other thing I want to put here is we don't want someone to be able to directly access our files, so we'll say exit if accessed directly. All right, and to do that, we're going to just say, if not defined abs path. All right, so if the absolute path is not defined, then we're going to just exit. All right, so we'll save that, and then let's go ahead and reload this page. And now you can see we have our Facebook footer link plugin, and it has our, put two S's. It has our description, it has the title, it has the version, and it even has the author. All right, so this is all you really need to actually have a plugin. All right, and it's within the parameters that WordPress requires. All right, so that's going to be it for this lesson, for this lecture. In the next one, we're going to set up our scripts. We want to include any kind of CSS or anything like that. And this plugin isn't really going to have much JavaScript, if any, as well as CSS, but it's really important that you know how to bring scripts into your plugin. All right, and that's not to say that we won't have them in the future. So we'll do that next, and we'll start to add our content functions so that we can make changes on the front end. All right, so we'll do that next.